So
scooters. And
here we are in LA at John Dolmayan's Collectors Convention.
For collectors.
The Sunday before San Diego. It's a great idea. I wish I had thought of it. And this man is producing a show for all the dealers, so we make a better use of our time out here on the West Coast. I mean, I've come all the way from New York City and right by New York City to make this trip work. And frankly, you know, San Diego's getting so tough. I mean, we need these outlets to make the trip worthwhile. And I appreciate you know, coming up and doing this and making it good for everybody.
You know, the main idea behind this is for the people that kind of get shut out
from
San Diego, because it does sell out very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, San Diego is the greatest comic book convention of all time and my favorite week of the year. But
it's getting tougher and tougher.
But frankly, it is getting tougher and tougher. And the problem is a lot of the people that are buyers for the high-end stuff like we're looking at today, they don't have the 4 days or 1 day to sit on the computer to get their pass, or stand in line for 12 hours. They just can't do it.
Right.
You know, they're too busy doing other things. So.
Well, yeah, I always in years past like to keep 1 or 2 badges free for guys like Andy Walker that just came by. You know, the writer, producer, screenwriter extraordinaire guy. He used to just drive down for the day. I'd let him walk in with a badge.
Right.
Now, they're so tough on just letting, you can't even hand somebody a badge to walk in.
But again, it's there's reasons for everything, and they have to live by codes, fire marshal sets and whatnot, and which is understandable. This is a good alternative. Mm-hmm. It enables people that are in LA that just don't want to go through the hassle anymore. They have a second option. They're going to see a lot of the same dealers anyway.
It's what I call the vintage buyers, and those vintage buyers, value their money. And especially for the people that I try to appeal to and cater towards that are looking to spend like, $500, $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, in that range where that's going to be their trip. That's going to make their trip. They're going to get something for their collection that they're going to value for a long time. And those people, when the badge is $500 and the hotel room, it's $500.
$60 a day.
Yeah, but I'm looking at 2-bedroom apartments, for my crew, and they want like a $700 to $1,000 a day. It's just brutal on me as well. So
It's expensive, but then again, it is the greatest convention of all time.
Yeah.
But again, this is more of an old school convention. It's $15 for parking, and that's not because of me. That's just what they charge
for the venue. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only charging $10 to get in. It's fairly easy to load in here. And a lot of stuff that the dealers care about that other people don't really think about, we're trying to make it available for them, basically.
No, I got you. I mean, I was setting up in convention, conference rooms, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, doing my LA. I started out, passing through LA, just going to people's homes, like Andy and, seeing David and other people like that, like Karsten would come by, Karsten, the German buyer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that has the gallery Lacqua. Anyway, the first time I did this, I took all my inventory out of my truck and just put it on the sidewalk in West Hollywood in front of my guy's apartment, my friend's apartment, and I did a bunch of business with 3 buyers, Andy, Walker, and Michael Lovitz, and Karsten. Those are the 3 guys that came by, and I did almost $20K in business with that, and that was a little sidewalk sale.
Well, if you think about, hey Morgan, hi Steve. If you think about in the old days in New York,
how are you?
Guys would set up a little table on the sidewalk and have boxes of 50-cent comic books or 25-cent comic books, and just literally sell them on the street.
Well, they still do that. That's actually in the early 90s when I moved back to New York by myself with my wife. That's how I started collecting comics again. I was walking by, there'd be an incense dealer, and then there'd be a comic guy, and I'm like, hey, and I started reading comics again. So that's how I started. Oh, you got the next installment of Valiant, Unity, pre-Unity, whatever. I mean, I started reading that stuff. So yeah, that's how I started.
This is about the dealers and the comic fans getting together and having access to each other. And
no, I appreciate your attitude towards it.
It's not going to get bigger than this. This is it.
Right.
I have no plans of expansion.
And just the guys
just the best guys in the country, and they'll be invited every year, and that's it.
Well, thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it. And thank you for making your store available for me to try to do business there.
We're happy.
The key word is try.
We'll hopefully expand it next year.
No,
but again,
you know.
we don't have quite the art buyers in Vegas that we do here.
Yeah.
But hopefully you'll do well here.
Thank you so much.
All right, Andy.
I appreciate it, John.
Thank you, my friend.